What's going on, y'all? I'm here to strictly make a reaction to the Tekashi 6ix9ine Breakfast Club interview. First of all, let me just say this. The young man is highly ignorant. And when I say ignorant, well, maybe he is knowledgeable of his ways and how those things can come back on him. Because the energy that you put out into this universe comes back on you tenfold. He's emitting a energy that he the toughest guy in the streets, can nobody touch him. He said he will never be touched. And let's just be clear, we know that's not true. Even the president of the United States, Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, got touched. So anybody can get touched out here. He's not big or high enough that he's not gonna get touched. Some of the greatest entertainers in the world, Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls, they got touched. You know, and that's unfortunate, but he walking around like he's just the top gangster in the world. He ain't gotta check in with nobody, and that's right. I mean, true enough, you don't gotta check in nowhere. You know what I mean? To go somewhere. But he's going about it in a way that, like, he gonna have people trying to test his nuts because he acting really tough. The way the things that he says, he can go anywhere, nobody doing nothing to him, and the way he goes about saying it. He got an energy that people are gonna want to try, because when people think you tough, they want to know how tough. Y'all seen the commercials, what the old direct TV commercials y'all used to see, and people are like, oh, he punked Charlemagne, he was shutting Charlemagne. I'm like, nah, man, that's that stupid young boy stuff, man. Like, come on, fam. Like, he went up there with the whole sole purpose of trying to troll Charlemagne. And a lot of people that I see going to the Breakfast Club, they have this whole I'm gonna tell Charlemagne off attitude. I ain't gonna let Charlemagne get me, so I'ma just go and tell Charlemagne off so I can go viral. And that was his whole purpose. He's all about going viral. The interview was sitting at probably like 3 million right now, and he even said it during the interview. You know, but let's be clear, Charlemagne wasn't scared. He didn't sun him. Y'all don't like Charlemagne so much. Anybody that shows any type of ignorance to Charlemagne, y'all just clap it up for and applaud. Charlemagne was telling that boy the truth. Listen, you want to stay alive and you want to stay safe, don't go out here doing these things, provoking people and, you know, calling people names and trying to act like you the biggest bully or you the biggest thug alive, because you got a daughter to live for. He talked about his daughter. You want to live for her. You want to set a good example for these kids. That's not setting a good example. How the hell is that? Kids gonna see that and want to be tough and walk around and acting like they the biggest, baddest person on the block until something happens to them. So he's setting a bad example, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I don't think he sees it like that. He sees it that he's self-made, which he is, and which is salutable. He made a career for himself. He did everything on his own, which is very commendable. But let's be clear, how he goes about it is very dangerous. He can get into a whole lot of mess strictly off of how he's carrying himself. So I don't agree with that, nor do I agree with people saying that, oh, he's son Charlemagne. Like, y'all gotta stop this. Because at first, Beanie Siegel's son Charlemagne, how the hell Beans son Charlemagne? Well, all Beans did was perpetuate stereotypes. He ran off his rap sheet. Like, that's something to be proud of when Beans went up there talking about he had murder trials in the height of his career. Boy, you a grown man. Why the hell are you bragging about something like that? You know what I mean? And 6ix9ine, he 21 years old. In Chicago, Illinois, you dang near grown at 13, 14. And you gotta pay for a lot of the actions that you do. Things you say, you gotta pay for. It's repercussions to those. And Charlemagne was trying to explain it to that young man, but he didn't want to listen. He wanted to troll the whole time and all of that. He has to be careful with that, man. It's people that's gonna take him up on his offer, as he already seen, but it's people that's bound to do worse than what happened in LA. You know what I mean? It's people that's bound, that wants to do worse. That want to do, you know what I'm saying, might want to cause harm to him. Real harm. They might have any type of weapons, all type of stuff. I'm not wishing that upon that young man. He made a lot of money. Hey, I'm trying to get my YouTube viewing up. You know what I mean? Hey, he got a huge following. It's hard to do that. You got to be some type of intriguing person to do that. But what I'm saying is that I don't like the way he's doing it, because there's going to be kids that look at him and think that's the way to go. And think being tough is the way that you're supposed to be. Yes, rappers have been doing gangster rap for a long time. He's not the first person to do it. But the way he's going about it, like, the way he's doing it, like, he antagonizing people, provoking people to want to come touch him. And there's other rappers that have done that too. And they was wrong too. Let's get that clear. They were wrong too. But nah, man, I can't ride behind that. I can't ride with that just because, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't like Charlamagne. I'm not gonna say that's cool. Nor, even in the interview though, like his whole mannerisms was just too arrogant. Like it was just too over the top for me. And Charlamagne said, "Is this your persona?" And he said, "Would you think it's fake?" I don't know, but he gotta be like, nah, man. That ain't the way you supposed to be living out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about living life right the whole way, but that's very dangerous, man. It's very dangerous. When you got you gang banging already, and then he calling Angela Yee blood and blood. He calling DJ Envy blood. Like, boy, you know how stupid you sound? What the hell are you doing? They not gang members. You talking to them like they in the streets, blood. Calling a woman blood. That's corny as hell. He gotta stop, man. I'm sorry. I can't co-sign that.